Eligibility requirements for a Canada Open Work Permit in 2025. Canada's Open Work Permit program has long been a gateway to new opportunities for international students, skilled workers, and their families. But starting in 2025, major changes will reshape who can qualify and who could be left out. In this video, we'll break down everything you need to know about the new rules, how they affect post-graduation work permits and spousal open work permits, and what steps you need to take to stay ahead. Let's get started. Canada's Open Work Permit has been a critical lifeline for international students, spouses of skilled workers, and vulnerable employees seeking better opportunities. However, major changes are coming in 2025. With stricter eligibility requirements and reduced approval rates, thousands may find themselves shut out. In this video, we'll explain what an open work permit is, review the updated eligibility criteria for 2025, highlight the key changes especially those affecting post-graduation work permits and spousal open work permits, and walk you through the application process and processing times. What is a Canada Open Work Permit? A Canada Open Work Permit allows foreign nationals to work for almost any employer across Canada without the need for a specific job offer. This flexibility makes it highly desirable for recent graduates from Canadian institutions, spouses or common-law partners of skilled workers or international students, workers facing abuse under an employer-specific permit. With an OWP, you are not tied to a single employer or location, giving you the freedom to pursue various employment opportunities in Canada. Updated eligibility criteria for 2025. Under the new 2025 regulations, only specific categories of applicants will be eligible for an open work permit. To qualify, you must fall into one of the following groups. Graduate of a Canadian post-secondary program, you must have completed a program of at least 16 months in duration. Shorter programs may no longer make you eligible. Spouse or common-law partner of a skilled worker, your spouse must be working in a high-demand occupation, classified under NOC TER 0, 1, 2, or 3 categories, or be a master's or PhD student. Worker facing abuse. Individuals experiencing abuse under an employer-specific work permit can still apply for an OWP to leave abusive work environments immediately. These updated criteria mean many applicants who previously qualified could now be excluded, especially those from short-term diploma programs or spouses of students in non-priority fields. Key changes in 2025, PGWP and SOWP restrictions. The biggest changes coming in 2025 impact the post-graduation work permit and spousal open work permit programs. Here's a breakdown. Post-graduation work permit changes. Students must now graduate from longer programs, minimum 16 months, that are within priority sectors such as healthcare, technology, and skilled trades. Those graduating from shorter programs or unrelated fields will no longer be eligible for PGWPs. Spousal open work permit changes. Spouses of international students will only qualify for a SOWP if their partner is studying in a program related to a high-demand occupation. Partners of students in short-term, non-priority programs will no longer be eligible. Diploma program restrictions. Students enrolled in short-term diploma or certificate programs will no longer qualify for post-study work rights under the new rules. These changes are designed to align Canada's immigration policies with labor market needs but will significantly narrow the eligibility for many applicants. How to apply for an open work permit in 2025. If you meet the new eligibility criteria, applying for an open work permit involves the following steps. Prepare your documents. Ensure you have your graduation certificate, spouse's work or study permit, if applicable, proof of relationship, for spouses, and any other supporting documents. Submit your application. Apply online through the Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada website or through a local visa application center if you are outside Canada. Pay the required fees. Be prepared to pay the necessary application fees, which typically include the open work permit holder fee and the work permit processing fee. Wait for processing. Processing times vary depending on where you apply. In 2025, estimated processing times range from 2 to 12 weeks. Applications that are complete and submitted online often move faster. Canada Open Work Permits 2025 changes and eligibility requirements. Important update on open work permits for family members of foreign workers in Canada. Significant changes are being introduced to Canada's immigration system, particularly regarding open work permits for family members of foreign workers and certain international students. Effective from January 21, 2025, these changes will alter who is eligible to apply for an OWP, including the eligibility of dependent children. It is therefore crucial for affected families to stay informed and prepare accordingly. Who is eligible to apply? Family members of eligible foreign workers and international students may apply for an open work permit, enabling them to work for any employer in Canada without the need for a job offer. However, from January 21, 2025, new, stricter eligibility rules will come into force. The key changes include: spouses of foreign workers will only be eligible if the primary worker is employed in certain high-skilled occupations classified under TEER categories 0, 1, and select occupations in TEER 2 and 3. Additionally, the primary worker's permit must have at least 16 months of validity remaining at the time of the application. Spouses of international students will only qualify if the student is enrolled in a master's program, PhD program, or certain professional degree programs. Dependent children will no longer be eligible to obtain an open work permit under the new regulations. It is important to note that applications submitted before January 21, 2025 will continue to be assessed under the previous, more lenient criteria. Moreover, individuals who already hold an open work permit will not see their status affected until their current permit expires. Updated eligibility criteria, effective January 21, 2025. 1. Spouses of foreign workers. To qualify for an open work permit, the principal foreign worker must hold employment in a TEER 0 or 1 occupation, such as senior management roles, IT professionals, engineers, architects, or university professors. Work in a select TEER 2 occupation, including engineering technicians, healthcare technologists, and electrical or mechanical technicians. Alternatively, they may work in a select TEER 3 occupation such as nursing, paramedics, dental assisting, bus driving, truck driving, or heavy equipment operation. Possess a valid work permit with at least 16 months remaining at the time of the family member's application. These new rules are expected to significantly impact families where the principal worker is employed in lower-skilled positions, potentially restricting their ability to bring family members on open work permits. 2. Spouses of international students. Master's or doctoral, PhD, programs. Professional degree programs such as medicine, dentistry, DDS or DMD, law, LLB, JD, or BCL, optometry, veterinary medicine, DVM, nursing, BSCN, BSN, BN, BNSC, education, BEd, or engineering, BEng, BASC. Proof of enrollment, such as a current letter of acceptance or academic transcript, will be required as part of the application process. 3. Dependent children. Under the revised policy, dependent children will no longer be eligible for open work permits. Although this change removes a valuable benefit for many families, the government aims to streamline the system and align work permits more closely with Canada's economic needs. Application process. The application process involves several steps. Determine eligibility. Ensure that you meet the new criteria for spouses or family members of foreign workers or international students. Prepare documentation. Necessary documents include a valid passport, recent photographs, proof of status in Canada, if applicable, proof of relationship, marriage certificate or evidence of common law relationship, proof of enrollment for student spouses, police clearance certificates, if needed, and medical exam results, if required. Submit the application online. Applications must be submitted through Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada. The fees are $255 Canadian, consisting of a $155 application fee and a $100 open work permit holder fee. Await a decision. Applicants outside Canada will receive a letter of introduction if successful, while those already in Canada will be issued a new permit. Costs and processing times. Typical costs associated with the application include: work permit application fee, $155 Canadian. Open work permit holder fee, $100 Canadian. Biometrics fee, $85 Canadian, if required. Medical examination and police certificate fees vary by country. Processing times also vary, but online applications typically take 2 to 4 weeks, while paper-based applications may require 4 to 6 weeks. Medical or security checks could extend this timeline. Benefits of open work permits. Holding an open work permit offers numerous advantages, including the flexibility to work for any employer in Canada, increased financial stability for families, potential pathways to permanent residency under various immigration streams, greater mobility in the Canadian labor market without the need to apply for a new permit for each job change. What happens after January 21, 2025? From this date forward, the updated eligibility criteria will apply. Spouses of most foreign workers and students will no longer automatically qualify for an OWP. If your family member is not eligible, alternative options include applying for a temporary resident visa to remain in Canada, applying for a study permit, securing a job offer and applying for an employer-specific work permit, which may require a labor market impact assessment. Families are strongly encouraged to review these changes carefully and seek professional immigration advice where necessary to ensure compliance and explore available options. The changes coming in 2025 mark a major shift in Canada's immigration landscape. If you or your family are planning to apply for an open work permit, it's more important than ever to understand the new rules and prepare early. Staying informed can make the difference between achieving your Canadian dream and facing unexpected roadblocks. For more updates and expert guidance, don't forget to visit our website linked below. That is all for today, in this video. What are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully, the information is useful to you. See you later, in the next video. Till then, take care.